Are you not entertained? No Gladiator fans out there, huh? Welcome to the Silk Road Cultural Collective Showcase. This is our Asia Town Cleveland debut. I'm Wayne Wong. As I mentioned, I'm Vice President of OCA Greater Cleveland, Executive Board Member of Cleveland Asian Festival, and proud member of this collective. Today, I will be your tour guide. Together, we'll journey across time to celebrate the legendary Silk Road through Han-Fu fashion, historical replicas of real armor, and live performances. Through immersive shows and education that brings culture to life, our nonprofit is outreaching to this community and all of Northeast Ohio. What I'm wearing is inspired by the Ming Dynasty in the 14th century, founded in 1368, with light mountain-shaped plates designed for movement and stage performance. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about the Silk Road. If you're not familiar with the Silk Road, it was a vast network. 4,000 miles it reached for 1,500 years. It connected China with Western Asia and the Middle East and Europe. It helped shape the world that we know today. Through the Silk Road, it was an avenue, not just for trade and commerce, but idea exchange, cultural exchange, religious exchange, technology exchange. And just like the Silk Road connected the East to the West, so too, this Silk Road Cultural Collective will connect East with West. The Silk Road did not just provide a place of exchange, but it provided a place where the world could flourish. So, up next is our Asian Real Replica Armor and Han-Fu Heritage Showcase, featuring handmade replicas and graceful Han-Fu from the Tang and the Ming Dynasty, the Tang being from the 7th to 10th century, and Ming from the 14th to 17th century. Each attire tells a story of courage and artistry. Enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen, and the Silk Road spirit. Talk to our heritage performers after the show if you want more information, or you can visit us at silkroadculturalcollective.org. Ladies and gentlemen, behold, Golden Oreo as she sweeps onto the stage, embodying the radiant spirit of the Tang Dynasty. Her Chi Chuan, Ru Qin, or the chest-high skirt with gauzy layers and wide water sleeves, capture high Tang elegance favored by noble women, courtesans, and court dancers in Chang'an's vibrant palaces. In the cosmopolitan heart of the Tang Empire, this style celebrated openness to Silk Road influences, blending Persian silks with Chinese floral motifs for a dazzling effect. Today, she channels that same vivacity, inviting us to feel the pulse of history. Golden Oreo revives this timeless beauty for us as a living echo of cosmopolitan splendor along the Silk Road. The lights dim, but not too much. The drum beat deepens. From opposite corners, two figures emerge. From shadow, grace and power intertwine. From stage left, Lisa Caraballo glides in Tang splendor. Black sleeves edged in gold sweep the air. Crimson skirt flashing like silk brushstrokes. She conjures ancient Chang'an. From stage right, a warrior strides forth. Lang the Elder, the bearded wolf, in a late Ming legend in crimson and obsidian. Brigandine gleams over a flowing red robe. Black cavalry helm crowned in gold. Each step echoes honor, courage, a name whispered as a warning and promise. Center stage they meet. Tang poetry fusing with Ming valor. Silk and steel in timeless harmony. Step into the Ming Dynasty, an age where power and elegance unite. Inspired by the legendary Jin Yi Wei, or embroidered imperial guards, our motto commands the runway in a sweeping teal battle robe. Embroidered clouds, waves, and beasts blaze across the silk, symbols of vigilance and strength. Wearing it today is Catherine Catsito, community leader and lifelong OCA member, carrying the spirit of a Ming sentinel with every step. Each stride echoes the rhythm of history, silk and steel in perfect harmony. In this moment, the legacy of courage and loyalty lives again beneath the stage lights. From opposite sides of the stage, two figures step forward. The past brought vividly to life. On one side, Commander Zhang, a Tang Dynasty heavy infantry soldier, strides in full lamellar armor, interlaced plates gleaming under the lights. In his hand, he bears a Wu family war banner. Silken folds rippling like fire and wind, a symbol of courage and command. At his side rests the Tang Huang Do, the straight-spined saber, once wielded by imperial soldiers, balanced for speed and authority. From the opposite side enters Small Flower in a meadow, her flowing crimson and ivory robes unfurling like autumn petals. The high-waisted Chi Chong routine sways with each graceful movement, recalling the elegance of Tang noblewomen and dancers of Chang'an. As Dorian's banner meets her dance at center stage, silk and steel unite. The strength of the empire and the beauty of its golden age, moving as one. The year is 742. The Tang Dynasty, a golden age of beauty, artistry, and power. From opposite sides of the stage, two figures emerge. Jennifer Lynn Anderson steps forward, draped in a deep crimson winter hanfu, the color of fire, fortune, and celebration. She glides like a brushstroke from an imperial scroll. Her wide sleeves blooming with plum blossoms, symbols of strength and renewal. White fur trim catches the light like snow in a palace courtyard. From the opposite side, Martin King enters, authority made flesh, in a handmade black robe crafted in China. He commands attention with clean lines and quiet strength. He meant to do that, ladies and gentlemen. It's part of the show. It's to show that even the warrior born can make mistakes. He commands attention because he just dropped his sword. Beneath it, a Tang-inspired layer glows in red and gold, embroidered with dragons and emblems of power. The mark of rank and duty. topped with a black Pluto headpiece of Tang officials. His presence evokes the wisdom and valor of the legendary Detective D. As Jennifer and Martin meet at center stage, Silk meets authority. The spirit of the Tang Dynasty stands vividly before us once more. And you saw him just 20 minutes ago, but he is back to the stage. Marching into view is a Jinyi Wei officer, modeled after the elite embroidered uniform guards of the Ming Dynasty, the Emperor's own secret police that grew at its peak to over 200,000 members. This real handmade armor of overlapping metal plates based of fish scale patterns shines like a dragon's hide, brown with a crested helmet in imperial form. Beneath it lies the flying fish robe, once reserved for officers of the Emperor's favor, a mark of honor and power. Each movement catches the light, metal glinting, silk shifting, echoing the precision and balance of a warrior, both graceful and relentless. It's the embodiment of vigilance, loyalty, and command. Wearing it today is Sifu John Kazma, martial arts instructor of internal martial arts, Tai Chi Quan, Jinyi Quan, and Qi Gong. He brings the discipline and power of the Ming Dynasty to life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a spectacle of ancient might. Behold Nick Palmer, guardian of the Silk Road's legacy, reborn as a Ming Dynasty warrior, clad in black lamellar armor from 14th century China. His scales interlock like a dragon's hide, fit for the elite Jinyi Wei, the Emperor's feared enforcers. A golden dragon roars across his chest, symbolizing imperial power, while his conical Kui helmet and fierce Dongjiang mask command instant authority. In his hand, a gleaming spear stands ready, both weapon and emblem of imperial duty. Presenting this powerful recreation is Nick Palmer, cultural historian, master arm artisan, who trains at the Two Ravens Fencing School. A collaborator of Johnny Woo, he brings history to life through stage, screen, and spear. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's step back to the Tang Dynasty of the 7th century and behold this warrior in handcrafted Ming Guang, or bright light armor layered over a noble's robe. Black panels, red brocade, and a gleaming gold chestplate evoke the brilliance of imperial generals, while hidden metal scales beneath provide strength and agility. The tall crested helmet, or in this case, the black cap, defines the silhouette of elegance and power. As he moves, the armor catches light like a living sculpture. Each gleaming tells a story of endurance and honor. His presence commands the stage, bridging history and heroism in motion. Wearing this armor masterpiece is General Wu, award-winning filmmaker and cultural visionary. He brings Tang-era valor to life through arts, film, and heritage. arrived at our grand finale. A live Korean sword cutting demonstration by Austin Croft. Austin is a second dan practitioner and emerging instructor of Haidang Gomdo, the modern art of Korean swordsmanship that unites tradition with the first century with focus and precision. Today, he'll cut through pool noodles, a test of accuracy and control with his Gwangdo, the razor-sharp Korean sword known for fluid, powerful strikes. Founder of the upcoming Lake Erie Gumdo Academy, Austin shares the discipline and artistry of the Korean way of the sword. Please enjoy this display of skill and spirit. And remember, never, ever attempt this without proper training. Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Croft. Thank you for joining us once again on Wayne Wall, part of the Silk Road Culture Collective. We hope you enjoyed this vibrant show, showcasing the spirit of the Silk Road, where East meets West. For more information, feel free to see us after the show. Who wants some souvenirs? Cool noodle. Or visit us at silkroadculturecollective.org. Let's get a picture together. Squeeze. I don't know how low I'm going to be able to bend, guys.
Good. Can you get down? That's a tall horse, guy.
Alright, this is a little more flexible, I think.
Alright, guy in the back.
That's the excuse and I'm sticking with it.
Alright, everybody right here. Everybody ready? Good, smiling, excellent. I'm good.
Alright, Alex. Alright, goofy shot, everybody, goofy shot.
And another one. One more. I'm good.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, still cool! I'm losing my voice.